Hey everybody, it's time for this week's Market Snapshot.
That's right. What's happened in the Northern Virginia real estate market in the last 7 days in under 5 minutes, and great job on the intro.
Thank you.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so when we're looking at these graphs, that black squiggly line, that's buyer activity. That's how many homes went under contract in Fairfax County, which is in Northern Virginia, in the last 7 days. The blue squiggly line, that is seller activity. That's how many new homes came on the market in the same place, same time.
That's right. That's right. So what's happened in the last 7 days? Well, you can see that buyer activity has decreased pretty significantly. Buyer activity, of course, is demand, and inventory actually increased. So the gap for the strength of for the comparison of demand versus supply, the gap actually shrunk and got us closer to a normal market. Now, the reason for that gap and that decrease in buyer activity, number one, it's partially seasonal. Number two, it was an election week. So we may see this start trending back up a little bit. We'll have to watch it and see what happens. But if you go over here, this is the fact of what you really have to take into consideration when you're writing your offers is we have seen, where'd my mouse go? There it is. We have seen the strength of the seller's market has been steadily increasing over the last 6 weeks. We did take a little dip this week, so we need to see next week what happens. Does it go back up and continue to increase because we're post-election? There might be some pent-up demand from people waiting to see what happened with the election. Or do we see it kind of steady out, which is what it typically would do?
So how was it last year?
So last year,
without an election, but just kind of gearing up for the holidays.
Good question. So good question, huh?
Thank you.
So last year, this was 1 year ago, 11/15. We actually saw an increase for the 2 weeks before Thanksgiving in strength of sellers market. Then Thanksgiving week it dropped. Then we saw it increase again towards Christmas, and then we saw it drop right around Christmas, and then we got into the spring market.
It does seem like people kind of make this last ditch, like, you know what, we really do want to be in our new home in time for the holidays, that kind of thing, or in time for the new year. And are there some tax benefits? We are not tax advisors or tax attorneys, but are there some tax benefits in getting everything settled? There can be.
Absolutely. Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. This is an election year, so that could spike even higher. It could flatten out. We'll have to see what happens. But the key is right now, if you're going out this weekend to look for houses, which we recommend that you do before that spring market comes in, you're going to have to be competitive. You're going to have to write strategic offers, but we are seeing a higher number of buyers actually getting their contingencies in the contract, almost about 40 to 42%. So that's higher than it has been. So it's a good time to try to get your protection in there.
We would still recommend doing the home inspection, a pre-home
pre-offer
inspection.
Yeah, absolutely.
Watch our video on that. That's really awesome.
100%. Yeah. And for a seller, sellers, there are fewer buyers in the market right now. But the buyers that are there are very serious, and it is still a seller's market, so you can still get top dollar, especially if you're properly priced and prepared. All right.
Properly priced and prepared.
That's right.
I like that. Was cute.
That's our motto.
Price as properly priced and prepared. With price.
So that type
with price and price.
All right. We'll see you guys on next week's snapshot, and everybody have a great week. Let us know if you have any questions.